Hey guys, welcome back to the 2020 Archery Trade Show. We're with Matt Garris in the Out on a Limb booth. Now, I've been running some of Matt's products for a little while now. Known Matt for a little over a year. As we stopped in last year and looked at some of your products. Now, you are a fabricator, an outdoorsman, a hunter, a build out of necessity type of guy, and bring it to the market, right?
I try to do it daily.
Yep. So there's not too many people here today that are building things themselves with their hands that are hunters. That's plain and simple, okay? Matt brought his stuff this year, introduced it at the show, and won one of the ATA Gold Awards, which is a huge honor. Congratulations on that, Matt.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And man, just congratulations on all the things that you've brought to the market this year alone, because there's been quite a few of them.
Yeah. Actually, last year when we came to ATA, we just decided to get into the saddle market, so we brought a platform. Had never been in a saddle, didn't know what a saddle was, but I studied the internet a little bit, built what I thought would be okay. And like I said in one of my videos before, it wasn't perceived very well. But I'd listened to everybody. We went home. So ATA's in January. February, I brought out the Podium, which sold hundreds of them. I mean, it was received very well. Well, built the Wild Edge for perch, or the perch for Wild Edge. People started commenting they liked that design attached to a tree, so we built the Ridge Runner. Ridge Runner has been our best seller for all year. It's 3.5 pounds, adjustable up and down, cams very well to a tree, great side pressure. But then come the stick market, which I've been dreaming about a stick all summer. Was on vacation in July, and I already had a prototype made of a stick I wanted, and Jacob Myers, Southern Outdoorsman, called me and said, "Hey, you see those new carbon sticks?" And I said, I talked to a guy on some carbon sticks, but I'm not familiar with carbon. I'm familiar with aluminum and steel.
Yep.
But it hit. He said, in his next deal, he said, someone coming out with a 3/4 stick, 3/4 diameter. But I just built the Reach.
Right.
Feel how solid that is.
Yes, sir. I know, because I've spent a whole season with the Reach Assassin, and yeah, 3/4 inch bar is solid.
This is half. So that, I mean, ding, ding, ding.
Right.
So I built my first Shikar out of 1/2 inch. That's what I use today.
Yeah.
But I couldn't put those out to the community because they wouldn't take the load ready we wanted. So I upsized to 5/8. Got a friends in the machine shop. We did a bunch of fluting. Our same signature design on the tread. And we come up with the Shikar stick. Well, everyone wants a double step. Everyone wants flat. I'm going to fold some more of these up real quick. What they do, put a lock nut on the knob. You release the knob, screw it till it stops. It's not going to fall off. I put a lock nut inside. Where that's set is the distance you need to come apart. They click in the beginning. These are all brand new.
Yeah, once they break in a little bit, as soon as you loosen that up, it'll come off.
I build them with a 1/1000 press fit. That way, well,
That's a little tight.
well, that way if I build them loose to where they fall together, you go out and use them, they're going to get looser and looser. You build them tight, they're going to get to where they fit right off the bat. I mean, in the dark, you're up there, you know it's there. I mean, you feel it. It's got a spring in it, so it detents. I've had a lot. I stack them in pairs. That's just me. That's the way I haul them. But I don't public land hunt. I don't know everybody's tricks of the trade. And everyone's been asking me, well, I want to see more than 2 stacked together.
Yep, I saw that on social media this morning as I was scrolling through. Everybody wants to see, 4 sticks or more stacked together. How many is it going to take for me to get to 15 to 20 feet? What's it weigh? Everybody wants to know.
I can get 20 foot with 4 of them.
Okay.
I got a pretty good stride.
Yep.
Been a lot of scuttlebutt about the 17-inch spacing.
Yep. I get it.
These are 17 1/8, but there's all kinds of body tops out there. A short-legged guy's not going to do a 20-inch step very well. He can reach a 17. Tall guys, 17's a little short, but their ladder rung's 12 inches. We all climb ladders.
Yeah.
So we're born to ladder.
Well, and you know more about this than I do, but the structural integrity of what you're running here, the longer you separate this, you know, all how fulcrums work, the longer this is, the more of a load it is on the center of it, and the weaker it's going to be.
Right.
So, as much as everybody would love to have 4 sticks that weigh 10 pounds and support a 400-pound guy, it's just not physically possible with the materials that are available.
Exactly.
It ain't.
These are 24 ounces, but you stack 2 and they stack tight. Wrap around here, they hold together. If you want to stack more than that, put them here, slide them just to where the taper, it leaves the taper. I'll get it right here in a second. And then they're flat again. There you go.
There you go. Yep.
Then you'll go tread to tread like these are, and those are flat. I can stack as many as you want and keep them that tight and hold that. I mean, it takes literally 2 fingers to hold them together. A little Kydex holster, I've made one.
Oh yeah.
And you're golden. I personally put them 2 on each side, so that's why I build them in pairs.
Yep.
I don't have the same thinking that everyone else has. So, and we're 6 inches here.
Okay.
So you ain't taking up any more room.
Yep. I mean, you've got 3 sticks there, which is probably going to be what a lot of people are going to go to the woods with, 3 or maybe 4.
I'll show you something. That's 3 sticks, right?
Yeah.
Compare that to 1 stick. What's your weight difference? Not much.
No. No, it's not.
This particular stick is a guy brought to me. He wants one of our scout platforms.
Everybody knows what this stick is. Ain't no sense in hiding it. We all know what this stick is. Great stick, but it's time to move on. I think you've got a lot better product.
I mean, this guy, he's particularly his stick. He likes my sticks, but he likes his sticks better.
Sure.
But we're going to adapt one of our platforms to it for him and send it back to him.
Now, you kind of leaked this a little bit on social media the other day.
Very little.
Very little, but I caught it. I seen what you were doing, and I love it.
Yep.
So explain what this is, and does it have a name?
This is the Scout.
The Scout. Okay.
The reason I call it a Scout, it's not full-blown, heavy-duty platform. You remove. Let's get back to stick first. For those of you that don't like the 17-inch step, we are going to offer a custom length. If you want a 20-inch step,
you're good.
if you want a 20-inch step, we'll build you a 20-inch step.
Okay.
That's the beauty of our system. It's modular.
Yeah.
That's what basically why we got the award, in my opinion, is because of what we've done with choices.
Yep.
You can go a single step. I don't know if you've seen this yet.
Yes, I have.
Single step stick. If you wanted a single and double, we can do it. You just go to our website, you got those options. We don't put an attachment method. In the beginning, I started out telling everybody it's $99. It is going to be a $99 MSRP. But my map's going to be $89 because I'm not going to give you these straps. You're probably not going to use this handle strap. But for liability purposes, I would have to send, in my opinion, that. I know it's worth it. I'm going to show you a stick. You got your choice of methods. If you want daisy chain, you want a daisy chain. We're working with Eastern Woods Outdoors a little bit. They sell them all. So if you want to get it there, get it there. We're going to offer them on our side eventually. We have 2. We have the small 5/8. Just use it as a rope knot. Loop on one end or tie it like a rope. That's the way my Scout is. So I'm going to show you. Scout.
Come right on in.
That's something solid.
Yep.
Will it have the side pressure that that's got? No. But it does. I mean, I can get wherever I want. If I was in a saddle, I can shoot any direction I want. Yep. Got the same tread design that we got on our Ridge Runner. It's got good traction. It's at an angle, so I'm a leaner. I'm comfortable.
Right.
If you're not a leaner, you don't want that platform.
Yep.
But I'm not a real firm believer in having my platform level. I like my feet to be flat. I can stay in the tree longer.
Yeah. And the base on your sticks from everything I've seen, I've been reading a bunch of the comments and everything. Your sticks are like glue. Once they grab that bark, they don't move.
You pretty much have to knock them off.
This, I mean, it looks aggressive, and boys and girls, it is. Wide opened, and you know the machine aluminum is going to grab that bark. And once you line it up and then step on it, step it down into, these will cut into the bark just slightly, and that removes all the twist from the stick. It makes for a much more solid platform.
I don't get out of Oklahoma much. I've got 50 sticks out testing this season. Have had 0 complaints. Had a lot of people tell me that sticks don't bite real well on pines.
Oh, on pines? Yep.
Had a guy in here and he hunts a lot of pines. He said this sucker, but he said it doesn't go down over an inch.
Oh yeah.
When you slide it down, it just bites.
Yeah.
I haven't hunted them, so I can't tell you that. But that was from him today. He came by and was talking about them.
It's interesting.
Other than that, I mean, we got our from last year. We got the Assassin Reach. I call it Reach. I built it for the Modern Assassin.
Yep.
We sell it as well because I build camera arms, so I'm going to have it in my lineup. The Scout.
That's what drew me in here last year because you had a handful of camera arms set up, and you know me being a videographer, hunter, and you know at the time we wasn't really focused on saddle hunting. The industry was more focused on everybody's filming hunts and doing it on the ground and doing it from a whole bunch of different ways. So I followed this build, and I watched you and Garrett come together on this and work as a team. This knuckle is strong. It's lightweight. It folds. When I put this in my pack, okay, I fold the knuckle up just like that, and I leave it. Is it an inch and a half?
It's a 2-inch.
It's a 2-inch
cam strap.
It's a boat buckle. There's one. I see it. Okay. There it is, right here. This goes, through the slots, and then there's one hook. One of these is open, and there's a hook. Yeah. Okay. So we can do some close-ups on this, but this is a solid system. If you guys film your own hunts and you run a relatively lightweight system, which is going to be most everybody. This year I run the Canon XA11, switched over to this Canon M50. That's all you Sony guys, all your little mirrorless cameras. It's solid. Now, it comes, it's going to be tight because you got a brand new one, right?
That I have no wax on it.
Yeah, okay. Tight is good.
I'm told.
But so when you strap this to the tree, you just find wherever you want to, like some of the other manufacturers. But how this is different, the cam system goes all the way down and will lock into place. Okay, and it's solid. I thought this might wear in or wear out after time, but it hasn't. Well, it's got.
I allowed for that.
Yeah.
I can show you that in case you don't know.
Okay.
What I did, look underneath the standoffs.
Yep.
There's a 10, a 15, and a 30,000 shim.
Yep.
If I like my handles to be no more slack than that. I don't really want to bury it. I want it to be about 3/4. First off, I'll take a thin shim here. Still not tight enough, off the thin shim here. Do them one at a time until I try to fit them before they leave.
Yep.
And like you say, they don't change much. So that's one of the other factors with it.
For me, I like the compact.
Yeah.
Because all of this stuff, to me, it's just like a conceal and carry. If it's not comfortable, you're not going to leave the house with it. And a camera in a tree, when you're trying to add another level of professionalism or another level of sportsmanship or whatever you want to call it to the equation, well, it just makes it more difficult. The more difficult it is, the more likely you are to leave it at home. I will say that I carried a camera in the tree with me more this year than I ever have because of the Assassin Reach.
Got something else. How often do you do a lot of studio work too with your podcast and stuff?
Yeah,
doing this type of thing.
Right.
You do?
Yep.
You unscrew your flood head off, or you have multiple flood heads?
I have to have multiple fluid heads. Yes, sir.
Something new.
Nice. I already see it.
Put it on your tripod. A kit's going to come with 2 females, 1 male. $99.99 is going to be our selling price on it. This is a prototype where I'm going to bring them down to 2 inches, I think, just so they'll fit better on my arms. But it's going to be called the Puckett.
Cool.
But I think it's really good. I haven't shown it to a lot of people.
Yeah.
The videographers are kind of show it too, and you get it. Now we got 1 foot head.
Yep.
Or not spinning them off of another one.
Right, you can do it
From that arm, we'll put it on this arm. It's simple.
That's slick.
Yeah.
And it also makes it smaller. So on my reach, I realize we're kind of going back and forth in the booth here, guys, but on my reach, I have a small fluid head, okay, and I leave the handle folded down, and then of course I pull this off.
Oh, it's tight.
It's tight. I pull this off, and with the fluid head on it, goes in my camera bag. And then this goes, right beside it. But with that, I would be able to remove my fluid head as well.
Get a little better compact.
And get anytime you can break it down a little bit more, it's going to fit inside a pack easier, inside a smaller pack relatively well.
Our .com is outonalimbmfg.com, Instagram outonalimbmfg, all underscored in between. Out on a limb and you'll find it.
I'll put a link in the description to all of them, guys. Keep up with Matt and all of the products here Out on a Limb. If you're a sportsman who appreciates American-made products, who appreciates innovation, and if you've got an idea of something that you think that might change the industry, reach out to Matt, because hey, when guys like us can work with our hands and come up with products and bring it to other people,
now
that just helps everybody.
Now that you brought that up, I had a fella, I'm out of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
A fella from Pennsylvania called me, just before New Year's. Wanted me to build him a tree stand to his design.
Okay.
He drove from Pennsylvania, showed up at my place New Year's Eve, something like that. And well, on a Friday, I guess, before New Year's. Because he is off until after New Year's.
Okay.
Spent 3 days. We did a lot of things, but we built him a pretty cool stand. We threw a lot of things away because I have a certain way I do things. He had a certain thing he wanted a certain way he wanted things.
Sure.
And some of them wouldn't jive, some of them did. We collaborated. We made him what he thinks is the perfect stand for him.
That's awesome.
I got another stand I'm working on. I would have had it here had it not been for those 3 days. But I didn't need to put it out here anyway. I'm catching so much heck on what I do anyway. I don't copy off anybody.
No.
I don't even go to people's websites. I don't look at their product. I don't have their products. I don't want their products. I want to build out of my brain.
Yep.
And my stuff is different. Maybe it's got a twist that someone else has got. I don't know. I don't care. It's competition. Competition is good. If you build something better than me, you can bet your ass I'm going to go to the shop and build something better.
Yep.
I'm going to change it.
Yep.
And that's just the way I am. And you know what I've gone through this last year.
I do. And there's only so many ways a person can reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
And
we're not reinventing the wheel. We're just making the wheel a little better.
Yeah. And it's really hard because I see big companies, fighting copyrights and going around copyrights and all of that. And on the other hand, I see other companies who, will steal guys that won't even take the time to get a copyright.
Yeah.
So the industry is very, very hard to get into. And to, throw somebody under the bus on social media for your, whatever you want to is just not called for, because
I embrace competition. I like to better myself.
Yeah. Well, Matt,
I appreciate you.
I appreciate the video. I appreciate everything that you do for the outdoorsman, the hunter, the videographer, and just making everybody's life more enjoyable.
I don't even have a tree stand in the deal anymore.
You don't. You're all camera and getting there, aren't you?
Yeah,